Thank you for tuning in to the weekly weather briefing for March 25th, 2019. Today I will be highlighting a fairly benign and typical spring weather pattern and give a brief update to the flood and seasonal outlooks. This image is a threat matrix for expected impacts through the weekend. You can see that despite some occasional weather going through, everything this week is expected to be minimal to very low impact. Mountain snow is likely Wednesday night through Thursday. Some lower elevation locations could see brief snowflakes, but we're not anticipating any accumulation. These 4 locations are also not expecting any significant weather through the weekend. The best chance of precipitation is Wednesday night through Thursday. To further highlight the most significant weather, here is an image depicting the most likely time for showers and breezy conditions. After the rain showers tonight, winds will increase from the southwest Tuesday, then shift around to the northeast on Wednesday and be breezy. Rain and mountain snow moves into the region Wednesday night and lingers through the day Thursday. Here are the temperature trends for a few select locations. Temperatures will be near normal for the next week with a chance of showers and variable cloudiness. This is still a couple of days out, but here's an early look at potential snowfall accumulation in the mountains Wednesday night through Thursday. Circled in red are 2 areas that could impact travel with a couple of inches possible. Now changing gears and updating the spring flood outlook. These first graphics illustrate how much snow we've lost in the past week. The snowpack in the lower elevations disappeared rapidly. Despite the rapid snowmelt, we have seen very little in widespread impacts. Turning to what's left up in the mountains, this shows the percent of normal snowpack still remaining. You can see that most areas around the inland northwest have about 80 to 95% of normal for this time of year. You have to go down to Oregon or southern Idaho to find more substantial snowpack. Dialing into a few locations, first in North Idaho, you see Mosquito Ridge and Hidden Lake are reaching their expected maximum for the season. The green line is the 30-year average compared to the black line, which shows this year's observed snowfall. In North Idaho, most locations are about 80 to 95% of normal. There is a wider spread of snow remaining in central Idaho Panhandle, ranging from about 75 to near 100% of normal for this time of year. The 2 selected locations are Mica Creek in Shoshone County and Spruce Springs down in the Blue Mountains. Lastly, in the North Cascades, the snowpack is approximately 65 to 80% of normal. These 2 graphs from Rainy Pass and Stevens Pass show where the current snowpack is compared to the average. Put all that together, you can see the best chance for river flooding this spring is in far southeast Washington and northeast Oregon. It pales in comparison to what is happening and what is projected to continue in the Upper Plains and Mississippi River Valley. For our area, the most likely impacts will be field flooding in prone areas and small land or rock slides. This is fairly typical for this region this time of year. Currently, there is a very low likelihood of main stem river flooding this spring. Looking ahead to the next few weeks, the Climate Prediction Center indicates that the inland northwest favors above average precipitation, but there is no strong signal for temperatures, so expect continued near normal temperatures. March 21st, the Climate Prediction Center updated their long-range forecast, and it included a change to our summer outlook. Now it favors above average temperatures and near to above average precipitation for the summer months. This is an unusual forecast that, if it pans out, would indicate the increased threat of thunderstorms and thus more wildfires. Stay tuned. Here's the current spring spotter training schedule. If you would like to add any more locations or like to join us, please contact Andrew Brown or Robin Fox. And finally, here's the summary of the weather this week. It will be low impact typical weather pattern with periods of rain and snow and breezy northeast winds Wednesday. There's a low probability of spring flooding, but stay tuned. A lot of that will depend on the weather the next few weeks. Thanks for listening and have a great week.